Hola, how are all of you beautiful souls doing today? Is everybody doing well? Are you listening to your bodies? Are you giving yourself the rest and the nutrition and the hydration that you need? I hope you guys are hanging in there. The energy's been really emotional lately. A lot going on, but just hang in there. I heard wait for it. Wait for it. So we are in this new moon energy right now. There's a new moon. So I want to tap into that energy and see what's going on. Spirit also told me to share with you guys really quick. Okay, so you're being told to wait for it. And then Spirit said, are you really ready? And then he was like, Elisa, let them know what you went through and maybe somebody will resonate. So I mentioned this in another reading, but this is the second time now this has happened to me where somebody got in my face, their eyes went black, and they were wanting to fight me. Now, back in the day, I would have been all over it. I wasn't scared of a 6'5" man. You know what I mean? It's like I was very hair trigger. I would never think before I acted. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Well, both of these people, it tripped me out how calm I stayed and how I was like, okay, I'm not going to engage in this. Nobody's worth going to jail for. Nobody's worth me messing up my beautiful hands, my body. So maybe some of you are kind of getting your little tests right now. Like Spirit's like, are you really ready? Because what's coming is going to be huge. And Spirit's like, I want you and I need you absolutely ready for this. So we need to, make sure that you are ready to receive. That's just what. So I had to tell you my story because maybe some of you, like I said, resonate with that. Maybe you've been passing all these tests with flying colors, and maybe you're even shocking yourself like, wow, that is called growth, right? So let's just go ahead and get started. Divine Mother, Divine Father, angels, ancestors, guides of the highest, purest light and love, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Goddess Isis, and my grandmother Apollonia. In this beautiful new moon energy, what messages do we have for the collective today? Please make me the best vessel you can make me. Help me deliver these messages accurately and clearly. And I ask for the protection of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael. And maybe some of you have been feeling really hot. Like I'm calling them power surges. Like I have been overheating big time, and it's not hot flashes. This is something totally different. So maybe you guys resonate with that. But this is going hand in hand with the little download that I got. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Are you ready? Wait for it. Are you really ready? Because you are closing out a very difficult cycle. One of growth and awakening and of stepping into your true authentic self. I believe you've done a lot of changes. Oh, my heart is skipping right now. Anything else, Spirit, that we want to talk about? Or is this just the topic of this reading today? Nothing else comes out, then we're just going to go with this card. Okay, one more came out. A time for healing, balsamic moon. Look at all that purple. This is why that cycle is closing out, because you have been in a healing energy. As I stated, you've been coming back to your authenticity. You've been healing those old ways. You've been stepping out of ego. You've been learning to go with the flow of life. Wow! Okay, so we're going to go ahead and elaborate on this. What do we want to use? Do we want to use tarot? Let's go ahead and use the light seers. So Spirit, what else can you tell us about this energy that is out here today for this new moon? I should have looked up what the new moon was in. I apologize, you guys. I'm not real versed on like astrology and things like that. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Can you please tell me a little bit more about this for the collective? King of Cups, Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to clarify these right away. They said to take the one on, the next two. Okay. We're talking about a time for healing, the end of the tough cycle. Okay. 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. You have completed and closed out a very difficult cycle. You were doing inner child work. You were healing abandonment wounds. You know what just came through? Maybe some of you were foster children and you had a lot of healing to do from that. I'm sorry if that is you. This is the healing that took place though. That 10 of Swords energy, that pain, the pain from childhood, the pain from the programming of lack and not being good enough. You've been healing all of this. You're now turning your back and no, you know now that cycle's complete. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That cycle is over. The wheel is now spinning in your favor. Life is now going to be going in your favor. Finally, are you ready? Wait for it. Looks like what's coming in. You've been yearning for friendship, a soul tribe. Maybe you're calling in new friends, or maybe there's just going to be a celebration. We'll clarify these as well. And then I also have the King of Cups. This could be you. You've stepped into this energy of emotional balance. You've been healing yourself emotionally. This could also be an energy of somebody who loves you a lot. So we're going to kind of see. But this is just proving that tough cycle. You're closing it out. So you might be getting a little test here and there. All right. Are you really ready for what we're about to bring in? Because with this Wheel of Fortune, maybe you're seeing 10-10. Everything is starting to go in your favor now. You closed out that cycle. You did the work. You did the healing. You looked up from your pain. You stopped being the victim. And you looked up and you saw this key. Spirit's giving you the key now to walk through this new door. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that's powerful. You have been given the key now to walk through this new life, the Sun energy, Leo energy. We also have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We have water. We have earth. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is underneath the Wheel of Fortune, and this is now what is coming. Maybe I'm hearing children. Maybe you've been wanting children. Maybe that's that inner child that you've been healing, and now you're just feeling freer than you've ever felt. You're feeling more alive and more sure of yourself. And maybe you love yourself for the first time ever. Maybe life isn't super exciting right now, but I'm getting the feeling you're feeling very content, which is a beautiful feeling. You're not wanting for anything right now. You have groceries, you have gas, you have a roof over your head, and you're very happy with that. And this is what's more to come, you guys. A positive, you're walking through this new door now. You're taking that key, you're opening that new door. We're in a new moon. You're walking through it into this new, bright, beautiful, happy life. And you know why? You have remained so positive throughout this. Now, you've had your days where you're like, I hate it here. I just want to go home. But then you're like, okay, I had a good cry. Let me snap out of it. I know there's better coming from me for me. So you've been doing the work. So tell me, please, why this King of Cups is here for the collective. Let's see who this King of Cups is. This could be you. Male or female, it's just an energy. It's a masculine energy. This is you. This is your energy. You are so loving. You love yourself now. That's what we're talking about. This love that you used to give to everybody else but yourself. You've learned how to harness that energy now. And you're like, no, I think I'm going to love me first. And then whatever I have left, I'll give to others. Mercury in reggaeton, guys. 3 days. I'm sorry, March 20th. Okay. Sorry. I can't speak right now. So here you are. You've gone, that tough cycle is ending. You're calling checkmate now. You're like, I have put up those boundaries. I have done the work. I am walking through this new doorway towards my purpose, towards this happiness. There you are, 2 of Wands. There's your new path. You're opening that door now and you're walking through onto that new path. The world is now your oyster. This is why Spirit is saying, are you sure you're ready? I might throw you a few more tests because what is in store is pure bliss and happiness. Can you handle it? Because you're so used to waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? It's not going to drop anymore. It's not going to drop this time, guys. Tell me why this Wheel of Fortune is here. Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. Wow. Page of Swords and the 6 of Wands. You are destined, okay, for success. What you have learned on this, in this cycle of your life that was incredibly painful, what you've learned, you are now applying it to this new life. This is your new destined path. You are destined for success. You have gained so much knowledge with this Page of Swords. You have learned so much about yourself. You've learned so much just about life in general. I also heard you've escaped the matrix. So you have this new timeline activating for you now. This is beautiful. You did it, you guys. You did it. Look at this, the Hermit, because you went within and you started to do some soul searching. You were repeating all these cycles over and over, and you're like, what am I doing? This is insanity. I'm expecting different results, and I keep doing the same thing over and over again. You got out of that. You got out of that madness. So here we are, the Hermit, Virgo energy. You went within. You have been working on that ego, right? Saying, no, I'm going to stay calm when people get in my face. Nobody's worth going to jail for. That's my ego talking, that I would want to fight somebody, right? You're learning how to keep your mouth shut, is what Spirit just told me. So, some of us kind of pop off, and maybe you've been learning to hold that in now. You're learning it's not worth it. So you've been in this Virgo energy. And now you're stepping out onto your destined path, you guys. Now tell me about this time for healing. We kind of already know, but let's see here. The Psalmic Moon. Anything else you can tell us about this Page of Pentacles? Oh, wow. So with this Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, that's always new energy. Like being curious and childlike. This is like a younger energy, right? So Page of Pentacles came out, and we have the Page of Swords here. You have new beginnings, you guys. You're going to have different kinds of resources coming in financially. So let's say you work a 9 to 5. You're going to start doing different things now, where you're going to start making money other ways, because you're starting to escape that matrix. You've been questioning things. So here you are, the Page of Pentacles, a new start in how you bring money into your life. And then we have the Queen of Cups with the King of Cups. There's that balance, balancing that dark and that light, the feminine and the masculine. And when you have two counterparts that come out like this, I mean, King and Queen, maybe you're calling in love. Maybe that's part of this beautiful new life that you're stepping through now. Let's see why this King and Queen of Cups came out here. But you're closing out that cycle, you guys. Anything else for this King and this Queen of Cups? Any other messages about this King and Queen of Cups? Five of Pentacles again. This is the heavy energy. Look at being left out in the cold, being left behind, being ignored, being gaslit, being just totally taken advantage of. You're just this sweetheart, and people mistake that kindness for a weakness. This is the cycle you're closing out now. See all that snow, and it's cold, and they're all shivering, and I think this one guy is using crutches, and she's got her head down, and this is just such heavy, sad energy. But look at this. You pulled yourself out of it. Now here's the sun. Here comes the sun. Ten of Swords. All of that is behind you now. All of it. And now here you are standing on the shores. You also have the Two of Wands here. You're looking out into this new, beautiful life that you are creating with Source, this new path, this new timeline. And you know, this energy, I keep hearing expect, expect, expect. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, here things come, okay? So expect now all this hard work, you're going to be being paid for it. Maybe it's a love. Maybe it's stepping into your purpose, right? Anything else for this King and Queen of Cups? So this new moon energy, I would definitely do a meditation that will maybe help you release old energy, cords, maybe do a cord cutting. Look at Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You did it. You did this. You did this because you said, I don't want to be in this energy anymore of lack and fear and loneliness and victimhood. I'm getting out of that. You're closing out that cycle. You know what's coming in now? The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. As I told you, when you do this work, you're doing this work for the universe, for the not just yourself, but for the collective, to raise the vibration. This is selfless work that you did, not just for you, but for a whole collective of beings. You get rewarded for that. What have you been hoping for, visualizing, manifesting? Well, that's what's coming with this Nine of Cups. For some of you, it's most definitely family, community, money, generational wealth. You all get ready. And I just want to say, you might be going through another, like maybe a little final test. Look at this. We have Lovers on the bottom, King and Queen of Cups. So maybe that's what you're also manifesting. Maybe, you know, with this Hermit energy, this is like lone wolf energy. So maybe you've been on your own for a long time and you've gone through this process alone. You know, your Five of Pentacles is here twice. You were left behind. And people were hoping you wouldn't get up and rise. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, but that's their karma, not yours, right? Okay, where are we at? We're going to close out with some Kiperish, you guys, because get ready. Are you ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Are you really ready? Yeah, you're ready. You are ready. And you know, this Ten of Pentacles, you have, you know, learning new things and applying that and making new money. This could be making you a lot of money, whatever you are deciding to step into. Okay. All right. Let's just get a few cards from here, Spirit. Okay. Anything else to clarify? Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Sweetheart. What did I say? You are a sweetheart. And you have balanced your emotions so beautifully. You should be very, very proud of you. You now take a step back and look at the bigger picture. You don't allow people to take advantage of you anymore. You've put those boundaries up with this Seven of Wands. You have people shocked. And people are shaking in their boots. Oh, interesting. Okay. Emotional pain. See, you went through that emotional pain with that Five of Pentacles. So much. You had 10 swords in your back when you started out on this venture. 10 swords. But you rose from that and became this King and Queen of Cups. You're balanced. Mercury and reggaeton. Sorry, guys. You have balanced your emotions beautifully. That's why you're going to be this success. That's why you get wishes fulfilled. This work, people could not have done this work that you guys have done. Look at this, and you're an earth angel. You're an earth angel. Your life is harder than most. Well, I mean, that's the mission you accept. I think you're starting to figure out now, I am something very special. And for many of you, you're an earth angel. I read for a lot of star seeds, earth angels, empaths. And as I had told you, these people are upset, animosity that you got up and you faced this pain, and you're a completely different soul now. They wanted to keep you in that Ten of Swords energy. Ooh, that's ugly. People just can be ugly, huh? So anything else for the collective spirit? What is the outcome of this? We know that they should be very expectant and know that what they are desiring is definitely on the way. I love this. Nice guy and sweetheart. Maybe some of you have a nice guy coming in or a nice girl, however that resonates. You have the Lovers, King and Queen of Cups. Rising star with that success. You're a rising star. People see you now. A lot of you are going to take this knowledge that you've heard while you've been in this hermit energy, and you're going to actually help other people and profit off of that. Okay? So you are that rising star. And then we have someone is very enamored with you. Look at this. Someone is very enamored with you. Sorry, my allergies. So here comes new. Here comes new. And I do want to tell you, there have been people that you left behind that are very angry. They have this animosity that you are now going to be receiving the life that you so richly deserve. And they've been over here trying to do voodoo, kitchen magic, all that bullshit. You are so protected. Your vibration is so high. Look at this, faith. Because you've stayed in faith. Even on those most difficult days, you said, no, Spirit, I know it's just you and me. Everybody else has left me, but just don't forsake me, Lord, and I'm going to do what you want me to do. And you stayed faithful in this process. You should be very proud of yourself. This is not easy. There you go. And you've come into this priestess energy, male or female. I feel many of you have been on this journey alone, okay, with this priestess and the hermit, but you're coming out of it now. It's like, you see the sunshine? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles disappear. Is that how it goes? But this is what's happening, you guys. Those obstacles are being removed. And now you have a path in front of you that is clear. And you get to go in the direction you want. Because you've built this spiritual, how do I want to say this? On the spiritual, you are very high ranking. You know, high priestess is celibate, solo, do a lot of work, do a lot of necessary inner work. And that's what you've been doing. So now Spirit is saying, all right, get ready. Get ready, guys, because all this yumminess is coming to you now. So if this reading resonates, if you've been healing those really difficult shadow parts of yourself, then just get ready. You know, you got a beautiful, bright, positive future, but it's right here. I feel it's right here. This is not like, oh, you got to wait 4 more years. No, you've done the work. This is what's on its way in now. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Claim this. Leave me a thumbs up, share the video, whatever you want to do to engage with my channel so I can, feel your energy a bit. But you guys, this is absolutely beautiful. You did a great job. You're coming out of this darkness now. Oh, all right. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time and choose peace today. Bye-bye.